Hello, 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 everybody. Good evening. This is Trynette Lariba. If you're new here, I am the Curvy Fit Lifestylist, and I am the founder of the Curvy Fit Chicks community, where it is the home and hub of active curvy women who in the past were obese and perhaps had some body image issues and got fed up and said, you know what, we're going to live this holistic fit lifestyle. And that is where I come in. Thank you for coming, Dr. Tammy. This is going to be a brief, very brief, because I already did my Wellness Wednesdays live on Instagram. So this is just a quick pop in. You look. Oh, goodness. All right, let me get comfortable. All right, so today's topic is stop skipping the process. So this comes up a lot. When dealing with women, especially with getting healthy and fit the holistic way. I know a lot of people disagree or have decided to try to distort what holistic is. Thank you. Just trying something a little different. Or who have tried to distort what that really is, but it is doing it the all natural way, all natural, with no added anything, just with the foods that God has provided for us to use, and everything that He has given us freely. Many, I don't know. For some reason, people like to skip the process. And when I'm talking about skipping the process, to getting healthy, to getting fit, they want to use different doohickeys, such as wraps or waist trainers. Look, you can't train your waist besides doing the actual exercises. They want to do teas, they want to do powders, they want to do all kind of, sweat bands, sweat this, sweat that. Look, stop skipping the process, okay? There is a reason why processes are in place. Everything that we have done or everything that we have gone through is a particular process. God created things in order, and there was a process to it. Even as being birthed, there is a process to it. So, and you all know, when giving birth, if you skip any of these steps, there's going to be some complications caused in the pregnancy, and it could be also to you and to your child. So it is very important that we learn not to skip the process. So you may be asking, all right, Trynette, how you doing, Chandra? You may be asking, okay, Trynette, how do I not skip the process? Okay, and this is just going to be, can I do those two? LOL, I need all the help I can. No. No, you cannot do any of them, because the fact of the matter is you can do all of those and none of those are going to give you any type of permanent results. And none of those will have taught anyone how to actually live out this lifestyle and how to actually maintain it. The diet industry is $1 billion industry. See that? $1 billion industry. And an industry is formed by gaining customers, right? And so you not only want to gain customers, you want to sustain customers, you want to retain them, and you want to constantly get new customers. So you're going to definitely, I know you're just playing with me, Dr. Tammy. So in this diet industry, in this diet culture that we have in the United States of America, there's absolutely zero to nil reason that you would actually want to permanently help your client to phase out of your particular product. You want a continuing paying customer. You want that continual revenue. So as a Curvy Fit Chick, we're not here to do what everyone else is doing. We're here to stand against the grain and be in control of our lives and actually know how to sustain and live it healthily and holistically for our lifetime. So in doing so, you cannot skip the process. And this message goes for any and everything that you're doing. I just want to go over a few things that you need to do so that you're not skipping the process and why the process is important. When you're going to make a change, a trajectory change within your life for any particular reason, there's a process that has to take place. Even if you're changing above, there's a process that takes place. So let's say that you're making a complete lifestyle change, which we do in Curvy Fit Chicks. The first thing that you're going to do in the process is you're going to deal with your mindsets. Okay. So in the process, the first thing in the process is to deal with your mindset, because it is in your mindset where the decision is made, where it is solidified, and where you become committed to the process. Okay. So it is your mindset that you first must conquer. It is your mindset that helps you begin to make this shift and prepare for the change. This is where you start to understand that there's going to be some discomfort that you're going to experience. How you doing, Miss Jerry? There's going to be discomfort that you're going to experience, but you have decided now that this is what you want for yourself. So the first thing is that you're going to have your mindset. And the second thing that you're going to do is start to learn. You're going to be going through a process of elimination. You're going to try to figure out what method will help you accomplish the goal that you have in mind. So if it is a complete lifestyle change for fitness, then you are going to set those fitness goals. And so you may have some different things that you try. There may be some different exercises that you're trying. There may be different gyms that you're going to. Maybe you're working indoors or outdoors, maybe different times. Maybe you are going to look into having a personal trainer. These are the different methods that you are trying to understand so that you can go through this process. It's going to help you. So the first thing is mindset. The second thing is figuring out the method. During this method phase is where you figure out the things that are going to work for you and the things that you're going to avoid. But if you're skipping the process, you won't know, right? So that is why we're doing this. And the third thing, once you have now learned what to avoid, you know what is going to work. Now you're going to go into the maturation phase, right? So in the maturation phase is where now you're doing what you need to do, and you are going to you're going to build some strength and some stamina and some endurance to now make sure that this becomes a lifetime habit of yours. All right. So so you're probably more around between weeks 3 to 6 at this point, so now your attitude has changed, your outlook has changed. You're starting to be more consistent. You know what is working for you. Your planning schedule is in place, and you're doing those things to stay disciplined. That is what's going on in this particular phase, because you have now matured. You're now out of the place of discomfort. You're now getting into that place of comfort, because this now is becoming a part of your everyday routine. It is something now that has become a part of you. And so you have now began to solidify what it is that you're going to do. Also, the next part of this is into number 4, which is the last thing now, which is now you're now ready to master it, right? So now you're ready to master this thing. You do it. It's like clockwork, right? It's like getting up. It's something that you do naturally do. It's such a part of your life now that you're mastering it, and now you're ready to take it to that next level, right? So now you're ready to elevate to the next challenge within whatever that thing was. So let me give you an example. Let's say, for example, your goal was to become fit, right? And so now you're exercising 3 times a week. You're doing, different cardio exercises for those 3 days for at least 30 minutes. And maybe you're doing, 10 minutes of strength training, however your workout plan is. But now, since you're now in the mastering phase, you've now mastered that. And so now you're adding on things that are more rigorous. Now you're adding in more HIIT routines into your workout. Now you're increasing your use of free weights. You may increase your days from 3 days to 4 days now for your workout. Now you're going to also inquire with a personal trainer because you need to be challenged. You need to take it to the next level. Maybe you want to now take up boxing because now you have learned how to master the goal. So you got it down pat. Now this is a part of you, like it has always been a part of you. Okay. But and this is what's so important about going through the process. The process allows you to go through all these different phases so that it can become a part of you. You know what I'm saying? So that you know what worked, what did not work. You know the struggles that you went through. You know the people to avoid. You know the things to avoid. You know how to plan your schedule. You know what things that can move around. You know what negotiables are there. You know what things are adaptable and those things that are definitely stationary. You know all of those things because you have not skipped the process. And because you have not skipped the process, you're going to be successful. But not only are you going to be successful, you'll be able now to apply all of these same skills to the next goals that you have. And you'll be able to conquer the next challenge, the obstacle that you have without having to go backwards. So many people have to go backwards over and over again because they have not been able to stay consistent, to stay committed, and to go through all of the struggles so that they can find their path to success. If you're going to be successful, whether it's in business, whether it's in exercise, whether it's in parenting, there's no way you can skip the process. You can never be successful in skipping the process. There's a reason why there's these steps that you must take. In missing a step, there's always going to be that chance that there's going to be a setback and that there's going to be a reversal of what has happened because it is not on solid ground. You understand? Makes a lot of sense. Thank you, Jerry, for scribing for me. I appreciate that, madam. Thank you so much. All right, so this is a short video because I have done my lives for the day. I just said, you know what, let me pop on here and talk about the importance of not skipping the process. Like, I just can't even stress that enough, that you can't make it to that next level skipping the process. It just won't happen. It can't happen. It cannot happen. All right. And I want us all to be successful, of course, definitely in fitness and in health. I want us all to thrive. This is Heart Health Awareness Month. And so in order for your heart to be healthy and well, you can't skip any of the processes. I went over these things in my IG live stream on Instagram. So if you go on over to Curvy Fit Chicks on Instagram, you can hear how I broke that down so that you can have some heart health, especially women. It is the leading cause of death in women, unfortunately. Can we? Oh, of course, we can always share videos, Jerry. Oh, of course, we can always share videos. Yeah, so if you are a curvy woman and you know that you need to get on track with your fitness and an accountability group is something that would be helpful for you, please do send me a DM. I do have a group that'll be starting up very soon. Also, if you're looking for a community where we share resources and stories and all things, tips, motivation, and inspiration, you can come on over to the Curvy Fit Chicks community. We have plenty of resources in there that you can go through. Also, tomorrow evening in our community, we are having a heart-to-heart chat. So ladies only, we are talking intimate things that affect matters of the heart. So if you are a curvy woman and you are all about getting healthy, see, that's why it's hard time for me to go. Oh goodness. You're all about getting a healthy holistically, then join us in the Curvy Fit Chicks community. We would love to have you. I'll put the link here. Jerry, thank you so much for being here. Jerry is like our spiritual advisor. So if you need some spiritual health, Jerry Darby is definitely the one to turn to. She definitely shares week after week religiously, without fail. So we do appreciate you, Jerry. And so we're all needed on this journey to make sure that we're all contributing what we do best and what we do well to help one another. So thank you so much, Jerry. I appreciate you and your work. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you next time. Until then, take care. Bye.